When powder trails appear during DTF printing, many people immediately blame the powder. Maybe there was not enough powder. Maybe the powder quality was unstable. But the powder trails are usually not a simple powder quantity problem. They are more accurately a movement problem in a stable DTF powder process. Hot melt powder lands on the wet ink layer, stays near the point of contact, and forms an even adhesive layer before curing. When trails appear that the stopping process has failed, the powder reaches the surface, but it keeps moving. That movement becomes a visible streak. The most important clue is direction. A lack of powder usually creates weak coverage, exposed areas on a generally thin powder layer. Powder trails look different. They appear as lines, streaks, repeated parallel marks, or paths that follow a clear direction. They may follow film movement, powdering direction, shaking direction, or a repeated mechanical motion. This tells us the particles were influenced by an external force after reaching the surface. The powder did not simply fail to arrive, it arrived, then moved. To understand the powder trails, think about the balance between movement and retention. Movement comes from film transport, vibration, gravity, powder flow, machine shaking, and powder circulation. Retention is the system's ability to hold powder in place once particles contact the wet ink layer or film surface. If retention becomes strong enough quickly enough, powder stops where it lands. If movement remains stronger than retention, powder slides, drags, or shifts across the surface. This is the core mechanism. Particle movement continues after deposition. DTF film is not just a passive carrier. Its surface behavior affects how quickly powder particles stabilize after contact. If the surface allows particles to remain mobile, powder can be displaced before it is fixed. The wet ink layer is just as important. Powder needs to attach to the ink before curing. If the ink layer does not hold particles consistently at first contact, some particles may shift before they stabilize. This explains why trails can appear even when the total amount of powder looks sufficient. This issue is not always how much powder is present. It is where the powder ends up. Before curing, DTF powder is not a fixed coating. It is a particle system. The particles respond to friction, surface contact, vibration, gravity, airflow, and mechanical motion. If the system does not stabilize these particles quickly enough, they can travel along the surface and align into visible paths. This alignment turns movement into a defect. Machine movement is often one of the strongest clues in the powder trail diagnosis. Film transport can pull mobile particles in the direction of travel. Vibration can repeatedly move particles along the same path. Powdering or shaking direction can also drag powder before it settles. If the trail follows film movement, look at what happens while the film is moving. If it follows powdering direction, look at how powder is applied, distributed, or removed. If it appears as repeated parallel lines, look for repeated mechanical influence, vibration, or contact patterns. The trail is a record of how the powder moved. Once powder trails begin, the system does not automatically correct them. When particles start moving along one path, Later particles may follow or accumulate along the same path. The powder does not naturally redistribute itself into a perfectly even layer. This is why a small imbalance can become a clear streak. The first movement creates the path, and the continued movement makes the path more visible. Powder trails often become easier to see after curing. This does not mean curing recreated the trail from nothing. Curing locks the uneven powder distribution into a final adhesive layer. Where powder gathers along a trail, the cured layer may become thicker. Where powder is replaced away, the cured layer may become thinner. The result can be visible streaks, uneven bonding, or slight texture differences along the movement direction. So when a trail appears more clearly after curing, the root cause often begins easier during powder movement before stabilization. Powder trails are not primarily a powder shortage. They are not a random distribution defect. They are not the same as uniform weak powder coverage across the whole print. A shortage means there's not enough powder in a broader area. A random defect does not show consistent direction. A uniform coverage problem affects the surface more evenly. Powder trails are directional. That direction means particles moved after contact. From a manufacturing perspective, powder trails come from interaction across the whole DTF system. Film surface, ink retention, powder behavior, environment, and machine motion all affect whether particles stop or continue moving. The better diagnostic question is not simply, what is wrong with the powder? The better question is, what allowed the powder to keep moving after it touched the surface? When you see powder trails, first observe the direction. Do they follow film movement? Do they follow powdering direction? Are they repeated parallel lines? That direction is a part of diagnosis. Powder trails are evidence that the powder particles kept moving after contact. The key is to understand why the system did not stabilize those particles fast enough.